Welcome to your Friday lunch break. I'm Tanya Rivero. A federal judge issues an order Thursday night blocking a new Mississippi law allowing state workers and businesses to refuse services to gay people on religious grounds. Joining us now to discuss is WSJ's John Kamp. Hi, John. Thanks for being with us. So the law, HB 1523, was issued by the Republican-led legislature in April as a response to the Supreme Court's ruling on gay marriage and was scheduled to go into effect Friday. What explicitly would the law have done?
Hi. So you're exactly right. The law was going to go into effect today, and this was quite literally an 11th hour ruling from the judge that blocks the path. And had it gone into effect, what the law did was, I mean, it's a pretty broad law. It has a lot of components to it, but some of the really main parts here are that it would essentially prevent the state from punishing people. And this could include state workers, like clerks who grant licenses, marriage licenses, or private businesses, like a wedding planner. It would prevent the state from punishing them for essentially denying services to people based on sincerely held religious beliefs. And there are sort of three categories of these beliefs. One is that marriage is between a man and a woman. Another one is that sexual relations are properly reserved for such a marriage. And then the other one is that gender terms, male and female, are something that's determined at birth.
And was there any proof that needed to be presented that this was your authentic religious belief, or all you had to do was state this was your religious belief?
That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure about the proof part of it, but I believe that, for example, if you were a county clerk and you wanted to be able to use this as a reason for not, granting service to people, you had to essentially register this with the state somehow. You had to put your name on some paperwork to do that. Right. And I just want to add one real quick thing, that because, of course, same-sex marriage is now legal across the U.S., the way the people who wrote the law, worked that out was to say that, if a clerk is to deny a marriage license, well, the state still can't deny you the right to marry, so they have to make sure that you're still accommodated.
Right. All right. So what did Judge Carlton Reeves then use as the basis for blocking the religious objections law?
Well, the U.S. Constitution. Several plaintiffs argued that this was unconstitutional and that this was essentially, a way of kind of making an end around the Supreme Court ruling from last year that made same-sex marriage legal across the U.S. And the judge essentially agreed. He, although this was a late order and it was a preliminary injunction, it was a 60-page order, and so he had a lot to say. One key thing was that he said that he just felt that the law doesn't, quote, respect the equal dignity of all Mississippi citizens. And the judge even alluded to one of Newton's laws of physics when he was explaining that this was, in his view, kind of a reaction to the Supreme Court ruling. And he said, quote, in politics, every action has its predictable overreaction.
Interesting. Now, Republican Governor Phil Bryant is already anticipating an aggressive appeal to the new ruling. What did he say about this?
Well, the argument from proponents all along has been that this is something that, is not about discrimination, but that it's about protecting religious liberty, and that it would do this without running afoul of the law because, people's rights to be married wouldn't be infringed upon. So, right, he did say that the state is going to appeal this, and he also said that, this basically provides the religious accommodations that he says many other states and federal law support, and that he wished the judge had recognized this.
All right, we'll see what happens next. Thank you so much, John Kamp, for that.
Thank you.